Bricks and Minifigs is your one-stop shop for all things LEGO. Hit the link below to find a store near you.
Hey everyone, Joshua Hanlon here, and today I'm checking out this incredible 22-foot long LEGO model of the USS Intrepid on board the actual USS Intrepid aircraft carrier. This thing has 250,000 pieces in it and is 4 feet wide. It was built by Ed Diment back in 2010 before it was then sold to the museum, and the aircraft on board were designed by Ralph Salvesborg. What makes this so cool, obviously, is the side, but then just the size, but also the level of detail here. So you've got all those planes and kind of various configurations on board here. Then you have all of the armaments as well. So you've got your 5-inch guns there in the back. You've got the Bofors guns as well, and various other sizes of armaments throughout the ship. And then you have, of course, the sailors all throughout here, and their different uniforms represented as well. You can see the minifig design is fairly basic for the most part, especially having been built back in 2010, so you don't have quite all the parts that you do now. But I also love the level of detail in terms of the tiling. So both the top deck here is all tiled, and then even around the hull is thousands and thousands of little 1x2 tiles here to make this whole section, which I think looks amazing. And as we walk around to the other side, you can get kind of the behind the scenes view, where you of course get another view of the aircraft here. You can actually see inside now and see there are even more planes down below, which is super cool. There are even working little doors in here and more views inside, and that interior is detailed as well. There are little lights here that represent some of the lights that would have been on the ship, all of the different antenna up here as well. We've got a little Darth Vader Easter egg kind of hiding out in this turret. And you can see there are even some motorized functions that they've included as well, though those aren't running right now. Lots more tiles, the light gray and dark gray tiles on the side to finish that off. Even some of the smaller boats, along with little R2-D2 inside there as well. So this is a really, really impressive model, and it's so cool that they've had this on display for quite a few years now on the Intrepid. And there are lots of really great museum ships throughout the country, but this one is super fun to visit just because of its history. The USS Intrepid was actually commissioned in 1943. It survived a number of Japanese kamikaze attacks, as well as a torpedo attack. It went on to serve in multiple other conflicts after the end of World War II. So fascinating history and just an incredible ship to walk around, and it's cool that they have the LEGO model still on display for you to see. You can see inside here once again with more of the aircraft. So really detailing not just the top decks, but throughout the whole ship. And then these smaller machine guns, these aircraft carriers that were designed during World War II were just bristling with as many guns as possible because they were so concerned about the attacks of enemy aircraft on them. So they had a lot of anti-aircraft weaponry. I also like some of the action here of, you see this guy kind of looking through the binoculars. This guy's kind of climbing up the mast there. So it's neat to see there's kind of this sense of action throughout the ship too. Some of the blue sailors look like they have a lot of the kind of classic smiley faces. Some of the faces are much more detailed on here. And then a lot of the planes actually have pilots inside them as well. So kind of looking like they're getting ready for takeoff. The whole thing is built in sections. You can see some of the creases here in the ship. So if you've ever seen our videos on any of the large Brickmania builds that are kind of this scale as well, you always build these types of large creations in sections because then you're able to transport it around, especially having been built in England and then coming over here to New York City to be displayed on the Intrepid. We have also interviewed the builders involved in this over the years, especially Ralph and some of his fantastic military models, so you can check out some of his work on the channel as well if you want to see more incredible LEGO military models like the USS Intrepid. Thanks so much for watching.